When getting started in games development and using coding, one of the very first things we funnily enough do when we're making a game is create a door. Why do we do this? Well, doors are really interesting things to try and make because there's lots of different ways a door can operate based upon what kind of game you want to make. So we're going to go through and showcase how we can set up a door in the most robust way possible. So first of all, we need to create the actor. So I want you to go down to the content drawer, right click in empty space, and create a blueprint class. Now our door is not going to be possessable, not going to be controllable, so therefore it's just an actor. So let's choose actor, and we'll call this one BP underscore door. Naming your actors and assets will be very, very important. As your project grows in size, it can make it very difficult to find the correct asset if you haven't named it correctly. So try to get into the habit of doing so. When we open up our actor here, we now want to set up the actor itself. So door needs a couple of things. First of all, we need the door itself. So I'm going to click on add, go down to cube, and it's going to add a cube for us. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm just going to squish it and resize it into more of a door shape like that. So I haven't moved it. I've just changed the scale of it. And if we want to see how big it is, we can just add it to our world and get a feel for it. So I think that needs to be a bit bigger. So I'm going to go and edit it. One shortcut way of doing it is if you select the actor in your world, on the right hand side, you can click on edit in the outliner. Choose that and you can now see it. So I'm just going to scale this up a bit more. And that's looking a bit better. Okay, one door. Alongside the door mesh itself, we need a way to detect when the player is approaching the door. Now, there are loads of ways you can do this. We are going to be using what we call a trigger volume or box collision. So we're going to go to the components list and add a box collision to it. And with this box collision, we want to just resize it to be the sort of sensor area for the door. It's almost like how an automatic door works in real life. We're going to decide how far away it will actually activate when the player walks into its area. So I'm just going to rescale that. Something like so. And we'll put it near the floor of the door, like that. Now, one thing we need to definitely do is make sure the parenting of our components is correct here. So what we're going to end up doing is making our cube here slide to the left or to the right. So if I move it, as you can see, the sensor is also going to move as well. Now we don't want that to happen. Just like in real life, the sensor is attached to the frame, not the door. So the reason why that's moving with it is because over here, our box is parented towards the cube here. So to detach that, I'm going to click and drag it onto the cube. And you'll see here the message saying drop here to detach box from cube. We'll detach that. So now I can move the cube here independently from the sensor trigger volume. And that's all we're going to need for our door for now.